This week I thought I would show a collage page that I did using my second release of Collage Sheets. So I'm working on a background that's already been done with, I was thinking it was Distress Inks, but I don't think so anymore. Pretty sure that's paint now. The background, it's not any stencils that I purchased or anything. It was just handmade things. So I don't have a supply list for you for that background. So I am just cutting out pieces from the collage sheets to audition on the page. And I think most often I start with the border. Unless there's something that I really have in mind for the page, or there's something that I'm excited to use, like for the somewhat main focal point, then usually I start with the border. I don't know if that's kind of backwards for most people, but I just realized that that is what I tend to do. So there's really not much to talk about for this video. All I am doing is cutting pieces and figuring out a layout, and then once I get what I like, I stick it down. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in other videos that, like, very initially I may not glue anything down, but once I get a few pieces down, and then as you're trying out new pieces, you move other stuff, and to me that's very annoying when the pieces keep moving on me when I'm trying to try things out. So I like to use removable adhesive. You just saw me put some on that piece there. And it is so easy to rub off, like if it sticks to your background when you're ready to like finalize and really glue things down. It's wonderful. It works great. You just simply rub it with your fingers and it comes right off. But when I'm ready to actually truly glue things down, I just go right over it with a glue stick. I don't remove it. It's only if it's somewhere where I don't want it to be. Now, that same tape runner in the permanent, not so easy to rub off. But I really like the Tombow tape runners. I haven't had any problems with them so far. And how sometimes you'll get tape runners and instead of coming out onto your paper, it's like it sticks and then it only partially comes off and it ends up sticking to the opening above on the tape runner itself and it gums up and stuff, but I haven't had any problems with this one. So if you have purchased these collage sheets and you have a border piece, don't feel like you have to keep it exactly as it is. Like, cut those up and rearrange them in different ways. Don't feel like you have to stick to exactly how the collage piece is. Same goes for, like, say that little white jacket in the top left corner. Cut the arms off and use it like a vest. Like, these are just pieces, and those lips on that border piece to your right, you can cut those out and use them on a person or something. My feelings are not going to be hurt if you cut these up and just play. I love it. It is great to see how people view the items differently. So I have really enjoyed these collage sheets. I actually have, I think it's 2 backgrounds that I did that would work great with these pages. And I haven't put them in the shop yet because I've I don't know, maybe silly, but like I didn't want to overwhelm you guys. Like, there being too much to buy. Like, I know it's hard when somebody comes out with something and they come out with a lot and you want it all. So I don't want to do that to people. Like, I feel like it's better if I come out with little bits at a time, and then if you want it all, you can get it all and not break the bank. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking I may post those two backgrounds, and it's backgrounds with borders on it like I did the first release. So you get more collage images out of it, or you can use it like straight up as is. So I think I may put those up on the website really soon. There's a lot going on in my life right now. Like 98% of it is good. But it's all like, whoo, stuff. Like overwhelming and exciting and stressful, and it's just a lot. And you know, when there's a lot of things all at once, you become overwhelmed and just don't know what to be thinking or what to be doing with yourself. I'm kind of at that point. So bear with me if the videos aren't coming out as often as they normally do. And if you don't get voiceovers for all the videos, it's just a lot right now. But everything's good. Everything's going to be fine. So no worries. And my YouTube channel's not going anywhere. It's just, you know, sometimes life happens and you have to take a breather and you have to deal with life. But yeah. So how many of you have purchased these collage sheets, and have you even had time to play with them yet? Or are you like me and you buy and then you're forever before you actually get to it? I'm like that. I recently purchased a class because it was, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it properly, but Kara Bullock. She has online classes, and then she also has other people's classes like on her website. But the class I actually purchased is hers. There were a few that I was interested in, and she had a sale where you got 50% off one class. And the one I chose finally was one by her. I just couldn't pass up the deal. But that's not saying I'm going to start it anytime soon. It might be like 6 months down the road before I even look at that. But I mean, when a good sale comes up, you kind of have to take advantage if it's something you're interested in. So here it's, I don't know if you can see it, but for the quote in the background, I took Diane's, the Dylusions, not sure what she calls it, like a journaling block, where it has that wavy edge. And very faintly, I drew the waves, and I didn't line them up perfectly every time. Like, I offset them so it wasn't the same on every line. And when I write my quote, I'm making the letter as high, like, as the lines. So that's why some letters are taller than others, because I'm fitting them in between the two lines. And I like how it looks, especially when you can't see the pencil and you're like, whoa, I wonder why she wrote it like that. I think it looks cool. And you wouldn't think, because I'm using this paint pen. It's a Dylusions paint pen. And the color I'm using is one of the colors in the background. So you wouldn't think it would show up a whole lot. But look at the letters on the bottom, and then look at ones that I've done the highlights to already. And it does make a difference. Like, I even thought about stopping doing these letters when I was doing them, thinking like it wasn't doing anything, but it really does. It just gives it that little bit of dimension and makes the words stand out just a little bit off the page. I think it's one of the best lettering tips you can give is to do that highlight, either the left and the bottom, the right and the top, right and the bottom, left and the top. Like, just choose a left or a right and a bottom or a top and stick with it. So that is pretty much it for this page. I just go in with some paint pens and doodle and go over the edges of some pieces. And that's the thing too, like you can color in like those two semicircles up on the top right of the page. You can color those in like a bright yellow or a red, or, you know, change it up. Don't be afraid to alter the images and make it your own. That's what's fun about collage. So thanks so much for watching. Bye. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.